Hi, it's Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Baby Gonzo Unfinished Dream for 1988. So let's get started. It was nap time for almost an hour. The quiet sound of sleep filled the nursery. Then suddenly, I have got it. You are it. Baby Gonzo sat up in bed, eyes wide open and nose twitching. A dream had awakened him, and all the noises he had made had awakened the other Muppet baby too. Gob- um, Goblin Granny, Whoop, Gonzo. That was one of my greatest dreams ever. I would playing tag with the Jelly Bean Martians, me against all of them. I had just tagged the purple one, so they was it. Now that's what I call it exciting. I was having a wonderful dream too, sniffed Piggy. I was in the most beautiful dress shop in the world, and I was about to try on a long ball gown and a matching cape. And then you woke me up. Kermit yawned and stretched. I was riding a sailfish across a blue lake. Whoosh, we were flying. What happened to all the dreams that aren't finished? Asked Gonzo. They can't just fizz away. I want to get back to mine and play some more tag. Geez, said Kermit, I never thought about that before. Maybe they go to a kind of dream junkyard. Piggy frowned it. My unfinished dreams are not junk. Well, maybe it's more like a flea market, suggested Kermit. Nanny told me about flea markets. They sell all sorts of old things and new things. Piggy stood up. Let's stop talking about junk and fleas. It's time for our snack. We have a tea party. Dreaming makes me very hungry. All the babies got ready for their snacks, except Gonzo. He sat where he was, thinking about what Kermit had said. A flea market for unfinished dreams? He whispered. That's it. That's where I'll find mine, Gonzo blinked. And there he was. He was standing beneath a large gateway. The sign on the gateway read, Flea Market, Old, Used, and Unfinished Dreams. The owner, Felicia Flea. This is the place, said Gonzo. He stepped through the gateway and set off to find the owner of the market. Felicia Flea, Gonzo politely addressed the tidy-looking flea who was sitting next to the cash register. The flea nodded her head and stared at Gonzo with glitter green eyes. I bet you are looking for an unfinished dream, she said in a clear voice. She pointed to the left. Walk to the far end of the market and you'll find the unfinished dream bottle. Then, with the wink of a flea, Felicia added, Here's some flea advice. If you don't have a friend with you, at least take a friend dream. It's the next best thing. Gonzo turned to the left and walked through the market. He passed rows and rows of tables piled high with bits of memories and strings of wishes. Old and new, there were boxes of big hopes, bags of little ones, and tall covered jars filled with silly ideas. Gonzo looked it all over as he walked by. So this is the stuff dreams are made of, he muttered. When Gonzo reached the far side of the market, he found a large table covered with bottles. Each bottle contained one unfinished dream. Here's mine, Gonzo shouted, and he picked up a bottle filled with dots of colors. And here's Kermit Dream, and this one is Piggy. Gonzo carried the three bottles over to a quiet spot, just be just beyond the market. He took a deep breath, pulled the cork out of his own dream bottle, and whoosh, kazoom! He was back in his dream. Hooray! Shouted Gonzo. It's time for more tag. Here come the jelly bean Martians, and they are it. Gonzo turned and started running across a field and up a low hill. He ran as fast as he could, but the Martian began to catch up. Gonzo hadn't forgotten Felicia's flea advice. Maybe Kermit Dreams can help me. He patted. After all, in Dream Tag, you can do anything that's fun. Gonzo stopped to pull the cork out of Kermit bottle. Whoosh, kazoom! Gonzo was suddenly standing at the edge of a large blue lake. A sea silver sailfish emerged from the water. The perfect cheered Gonzo, but just as he was about to leap onto the starfish or the sailfish, a small red Martian tapped him on the shoulder. "You're it," squeaked the Martian. The jelly bean Martian jumped into the lake, and as they did, water skis appeared on their strange little feet. Then off they went, leaving behind a trail of foam. "Here I come," yelled Gonzo. The sailfish whisked Gonzo across the water, but he reached the far shore. Most of the Martians had hopped out of the lake. Gonzo lunged forward. He stretched his arm as far as he could. He managed to touch the last Martian. "You're it," he shouted. Gonzo was too out of breath to run anymore, so he held up Piggy's dream bottle. Now another friend came in handy. He said as he pulled out the cork. Whoosh! And kazoom! Gonzo found himself standing in the middle of a dress shop. There was a that was as large as a circus tent, and just as crowded. Everywhere was soft dresses, fancy lace coats, blouse, and delicate scarves made of feathers and frayed. At Gonzo's feet laid a long gown and matching capes. The Martian looked high and low for Gonzo, but they couldn't find him anywhere in the dress shop. "Which way did he go?" yelled one asked the pink. The pink Martian didn't know, but the strange figure in the long cape pointed out the door. "Thanks for the help," squeaked the Martian as they left. Gonzo watched the Martian climb aboard their flying China saucer. Should I call them back for another round of tag? He wondered. But just then, the saucer reminded Gonzo of something. "Yipe," he gasped. "I may have missed the tea party in the nursery, and I'm hungry." Gonzo quickly gathered up the three dream bottles and ran back to the flea market. On his way, he noticed that the bottles didn't look empty. "Thanks for helping me find my unfinished dreams," Gonzo said to Felicia Flea, then handed her the three bottles he asked. "Don't the dreams in these bottles ever get used up?" Felicia green-eyed gritter again. "Here's some more flea advice. She said, "Remember that a good dream never ends. You can always come back to it." Felicia smiled, and with a wink of a flea, Gonzo blinked. And there he was, back in time for cookies and tea. So that was Baby Gonzo Unfinished Streams from 1988. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a good day with another video coming out real soon.